Midnight, our sons and daughters, cut down, taken from us, hear their heartbeat, hear their heartbeat. In the wind, we hear their laughter, through the rain, we see their...
Привіт, YouTube! Це Джазкамо, мой YouTube channel. Я розповідаю свій публіці думки альтернативних музикантів. Юсуфу світу, як відомих, так і маловідомих артистів. I can't do that. There you go. Артист. Я обіцяю вам, що новини будете розчаровані екзорсієм. Приєднатись до мого каналу, де підписуйтесь. І відкривайте разом зі мною демновічних артистів. I haven't been practicing all this week yet, but tomorrow is my practice lesson. So hopefully by Friday or by the weekend, I have something new and with better pronunciations. But bear with me. You know, I got a comment the other day saying, Uncle Momo, that's not Ukrainian. And I was like, I know, would you expect me to speak, what, learn Ukrainian in a day and speak it beautifully? I'm just trying to let you know and show you my progress as I'm going along, rather than like not hear nothing about me, you know, learning Ukraine and then like, you know, by the end of the year come in and start speaking Ukraine all of a sudden. I don't think that's the way to go. So I want you to hear my mistakes. And indeed, if you want to correct me, then just follow me on Instagram and then I can hear your voice recording. Then you say, no, Uncle Mama, pronounce it this way. Look, you guys can help me along if you want to. Like I said, all you have to do, follow me on Instagram and then send me your voice audio of how you think you know, what bits I should be pronouncing more, or indeed if you want me to learn a new word. It's down to you guys, honestly. I welcome it, honestly. Look, my next reaction is absolutely like, oh my gosh, because I did not have time, get enough time to actually go to this particular concert in London, which I did announce it and tell you what dates it was going to be as well. This is Antytila, and he's on stage with Bono, and of course Bono's gonna be there. Do you know, he's like one of the biggest humanitarians in the whole world when it comes to, apart from Bob Geldof. I'm surprised that Bob Geldof hasn't put his hands into this and like be heard and counted, because this is one of the things that, you know, if you don't know who Bob Geldof is, he used to be in a band called the Happy Mondays, and he was one of the forefronts or leaders to lead the way of artists coming together to sing a song when the Ethiopian famine was about. He done an amazing song. It brought a hell of a lot of millions and millions of pounds into Africa. And then the following on to that, the Americans done their one, Heal the World, which was led by Michael Jackson. And then they done their song as well. So that's like, you know, that's who Bob Geldof is. And then obviously Bono has done a tremendous amount of things as well. So it's amazing that Bono, through everything what he does, finds a time, and he does incredibly find the time. So this is like 9 minutes and 22 seconds. I don't believe that I'm going to press pause, but if there's no space to actually talk, I will press pause. But like I said, it's 9 minutes 22, so I leave my comments until after this performance. Is there anything information that I can say just before? Yes, there is. He's highlighted quite a bit, actually. I mean, he said quite a bit. Let me just highlight it here. Let's see what we're saying. To the point it's saying it's seeded. I put it to Google and it's exceeded. Wait a minute, let me cut that. There you go. Is that? No. Do you know what the funny thing about these things, Google Translate? From what you guys have told me, it's not really helping a lot. It says the historical moment at the Antibody concert in London, the legendary Bono and The Edge from U2 took the stage. Then They then invited Antytila to join them on a makeshift subway station. This time, Antytila flew to London and shared the same stage with Bono and The Edge. The concert of Antytila, the band have unique emotions and atmosphere. Every event is special. London was no exception. Amazing. So before I go on, the song is called Mothers of the Disappeared. Come on. So, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it? Now, there may be adverts through this, so I will do some editing and cut the
Next,
adverts
I want
out.
to invite to this stage.
So if you see me go,
please
do you know that
make
was the cut?
microphones appear here.
I'm sure there's going to be about 3 or 4 adverts. in this. 9
before-
minutes long.
Those two men will appear on this stage. I want to say that they also already did so much for Ukraine. They didn't scared. Of course, they didn't scared. They came to Ukraine in very hard period of this war and gave a concert in metro station in Kiev. They sang a lot of their legendary songs. And all those songs were dedicated to Ukrainian people. They came with one purpose: to support us, to lift up the spirit of our nation, and to mark that Ukraine are on the right side of this war.
I wish Tarish would speak more English.
If it's everything okay, I want to invite to this stage the legends, Bono and The Edge.
You're forgetting one more legend that's already on the stage, mate, because you are a legend as well. In your own right, certainly are, mate. Yeah, these are the forefathers of legend. Yeah, you know that, and I said before, Bob Geldof. But come on. Following their footsteps is certainly Antytila. You
I
can't
don't
deny
hear
that.
you. Why is it silent? So I told how it was the first time, and now I want to
Amazing.
give an opportunity to say some essential words to the board.
Dublin calling.
Yeah, when Ireland comes,
Two
they don't mix
Polish
words.
vodkas.
I'm sure his words going to be
Dublin
strong as
calling.
anything.
And look, this is obvious, but these musicians
Come on.
do not want to go to war. These people don't want to go to war. But I with them.
I'm going to cut the swearing words out. Just let you know.
I wouldn't.
Come on, Bono, stop swearing.
Tarath, the two Dimitrov. There you go. There you go.
Sergio, Michael.
Mikhailo. They want peace, but they do not want peace without freedom.
You can't forget about Sergio McCullough, can you?
And never pick a fight with someone who's ready to lose everything.
Amen.
I would not mess with the Ukrainians ever.
Amen. Some of you guys have got your cameras the wrong way.
So we want to state that this is not just a war about territory or sovereignty. It's a war about decency
Yep.
and dignity, confronting domination and darkness. And we want decency and dignity to win for all of us.
It's taking words straight out of my mouth, mate.
And that's why we're here.
This song, ця пісня буде присвячена всім матусям,
Oh, come on.
які чекають своїх хлопців з війни, у яких війна забрала цих синів в один момент. Хтось уже, на жаль, не повернеться, але матусі чекають в своєму серці. І сьогодні ця особлива пісня була обрана гуртом «Юту», щоб присвятити її всім українським мамам.
It sounds
Нехай
lovely,
вони
doesn't it?
чекають, нехай вони дочекаються.
With
І нехай їх діти не йдуть в невідомість ніколи.
the guitar playing in the background. The legends.
So
like you
for the
said.
mothers
I'm getting myself
of
comfortable.
Ukraine, heroes to us,
Real comfortable.
ordinary people showing extraordinary courage each and every day. For the mothers of Ukraine, we sing this.
Audience, some of you got to fix your cameras right. Put it the right way. You're recording it the wrong way. You poor sods. Turn it sideways. Turn the camera sideways. Oh my gosh.
Midnight, our sons and daughters,
Oh wow.
cut down, taken from us, hear their heartbeat, hear their heartbeat. In the wind, we hear their laughter. Through the rain, we see their tears, hear their heartbeat, hear their heartbeat.
Turn Terrace's microphone up. Come on, engineers. Wow. Wow. There are a number of Ukrainian communities in London that I will start visiting. There's a number of them that I've been invited to.
Like a prisoner, stretched over black and blue, hear the heartbeat, hear the heartbeat. In the trees, our sons stand naked. Through the walls, our daughters cry. See their tears. And the rain falls.
The engineer needs to be slapped. It has got this kind of Gaelic cross bridge with Carpathian feel. And I just feel that it's the folk element that has a common bridge. You can quite clearly hear the pattern and the rhythm. What I started doing back-to-back Irish folk songs and back-to-back Ukrainian folk songs. Way back, the Gaelic ones. That looks like the Albert Hall. It's like the Albert Hall. Demetrius in the background, you can hear.
Дякуємо.
Amazing. So that was Bono and The Edge from U2 with Antytila, Taras, Dimitro, Sergi, how am I forgetting? Mikhailo. Well, number one. Number two, I think in April, May, I will start going over to a number of communities who have invited me over. It's very North London. There's quite a large community, Ukrainian community that's invited me over. In West London, by Holland Park, there's a community, Holland Park Road. How you doing, guys? They have invited me over, so I will be going over to various places in London, not in Birmingham. Birmingham is there. There's a very, very large Ukrainian communities over there as well, and in Milton Keynes, very large Ukrainian community over there. So that I have been invited to quite a few. So I will start going there. Today, believe it or not, it's snowing. Yesterday it started snowing last night. So the ground is covered with snow. I looked outside the window, everywhere is snowing. So I was like, oh my gosh, there you go. You can't make this weather up. You really can't. Going back to this amazing appearance of Bono and The Edge from U2. And the crowd just taking in what was just that magical moment, because it was a legend that just literally came onto stage to say hi. And a magical speech by Bono. You wouldn't expect anything less of him. I will cut out the swearing. Yeah. YouTube don't like it, I don't like it. There's a number of things I don't like. I know I'm like squeamish on certain things. But look, as you know, I'm going to go back and watch it again and have my personal moment with it. And I'm sure you guys already have done that, and if not, will do. So I'll leave all the details down below. The lyrical content, so I'm going to read that little bit. Midnight, our sons and daughters cut down, taken from us. Hearts, hear their heartbeat, we hear their heartbeat. In the wind, we hear their laughter. In the rain, we see their tears. Hear the heartbeat, hear the heartbeat. Night hangs like a prisoner, stretched over the black and blue. Hear their heartbeat, we hear their heartbeat. In the trees our sons stand naked. Through the walls our daughters cry. We see the tears in their rainfalls. Hear the heartbeat, we hear the heartbeat. So that's the version of the mothers speaking about their disappeared children. The children that they've disappeared. And as I'm reacting to songs of the 70s and certainly 60s and 56 artists, I'm hearing some incredible stories and insights of these amazing artists and how they were short-lived and the reasons why. Wow. You know? Perseverance and songs will always be keys in historic values. And Antytila and Bono and the likes of Bob Geldof, and there's many more. And I'm talking from artists that are from that are European artists that go over a bond, over and above their, over and above their calling. And there's many, many artists. Maybe I've just homed in on these particular artists because that's what they remind me. But you know what? We can all create a list as long as our arms on artists that go over and above their character of what we know them to be. And for that reason, I like to say, I salute every single one of them. Boom.